It's been an exceptional 2015 for Sania Mirza. Sania, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great year, and perhaps being crowned the double champions by the ITF is a cherry on the cake for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much happened this year, whether it was winning slams, whether it was getting to number one in the world earlier in the year, whether it was winning the championships, whether it was getting the Khel Ratna award. No, but I'm saying there was just so much that has happened this year. It's been a long list, and touch wood, I feel extremely privileged and honored that I'm able to say that I've had such a long list. I'm not able to remember the achievements I've had, but it's every single moment's been very special to me. If I had to pick a moment, for me being number one in the world was something that was very special. But every single moment, winning Wimbledon was extraordinary. So, but to be crowned the world champions at the end of the year, to finish the year as number one, is very special as well.
Which is what I was going to ask. In a year that's been so full of achievements, of course it's difficult to zero in on one, but among the two slams and the year-ending title that you won in Singapore, if you did have to choose one, perhaps based on the quality of the final, which one would be the most special one for you?
It's very tough. I mean, it's really tough because, to be very honest with you, for me, Wimbledon was special in many ways. A, because it was Wimbledon, and second, because it was my first women's doubles Grand Slam, and just the way that we won it. I mean, it was one of the most epic matches. People were talking about it, are still talking about it. It was a final watched by probably every single person. Roger the other day was still telling me, "Oh, that final, I watched it." So it was one of, probably I will say that was the most special final in terms of emotions involved and everything else involved played. But a moment that I thought that was the most amazing for me was, yes, Wimbledon, but also to get to number one. That was very, very special.
And of course, you and Martina have got a fantastic fan following now, including Roger Federer, who said that he's a fan of you guys as well. What does that mean coming from him? And of course, the amount of support that you guys have garnered while you guys are playing, and as well as on social media. It's been fabulous.
Yeah, it has. I mean, I think women's doubles all of a sudden has just new energy, newfound energy, and it's great. I think, people understand and how good it is to actually watch women's doubles. And, we play on big courts all the time. We play with packed stadiums most of the time, so with me and Martina, we're glad that we're able to bring that to the table. But also, yeah, of course, it's an honor for Roger to say that he's our fan. I mean, we both know Roger for a long time, and he's a great person. Of course, he's an unbelievable tennis player, but he's also a great person, which makes him extraordinary.
All of you who played in the IPTL, which just finished a couple of days back, have said tennis being so lonely as it is as a sport, this gives you guys a great opportunity to get together and play together as a team, which is extremely rare. Take us a little bit through the behind the scenes as it happens. And last year you had Roger, this year you had Rafa. What was it like?
No, it's great. I mean, I've said this time and again that tennis is a very lonely sport in terms of that we have to solve all our problems on the court ourselves. We don't really have people helping us. Over here you come back to a bench of probably six people who won about 20 Grand Slams, and you come back and everyone is telling you or advising you what to do. And that's something that is very different for us as tennis players, because we're not really team players, so to say, because we're not conditioned to be that way. So it's actually a lot of fun because it gives you so much insight. You have these different champions from different generations and different countries and cultures coming together and playing as a team, and you can see the camaraderie. I mean, everyone gets along like a house on fire. Everyone's having a great time, and everyone's competing, to the best of their abilities. Okay. So behind the scenes, I mean, we're literally living together for 21 days, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, I won't lie. We travel together, we have see each other breakfast, lunch, dinner. I mean, we see each other more than family. So we actually become very good friends with people who you never thought you would be friends with. And I have become I have a few friends now which I didn't think that were I mean, for instance, I think Kuznetsova and me go a long way back, where we weren't really friends, but we actually connected great. Okay. Ivanovic last year, we've become very good friends. So there's a lot of people like that you just kind of connect with instantly, and you kind of gel with, and it's great to see because you see these other sides of our personalities, not just the tennis players as well.